Hey everyone, good afternoon. Thank you so much for joining us for our Two Cares for Pets segment. I'm joined with my friend, Dr. Jessica Zink. Thank you so much with South Tulsa Veterinary Hospital, and we're joined with a friend. We're always joined with a friend, but this one has a great name. Please introduce us.
Oh, this is Tater Tot. Tater Tot is adorable. He is about maybe a 4-year-old Frenchie. He is available through Memphis Street Animal Rescue, and he is a doll. He's good with other dogs. He's good with kids.
Oh.
He really warms up and gets crazy and plays, and he actually has a little spot on his shoulder here from being a crazy man and running around like a wild thing. But yeah, no, he's a lot of fun, and he would make a wonderful pet for somebody.
He is sweet pea. Like you can really tell energy from a dog, and he is just a little love bug.
Yeah.
Let's talk about this breed, because I have a Boston Terrier, a family Boston Terrier, and let's talk about their noses and some of the breathing troubles that can happen with this style of dog.
Right.
Help me understand that.
So these smushy face guys, whether it's a French bulldog, an English bulldog, a Boston Terrier, a pug, these guys really tend to struggle with their breathing because obviously their nose is sort of like a 3D structure in a 2D setting.
Oh, I like that. That's a good analysis.
So that's their major cooling apparatus. Which obviously in Oklahoma is a big struggle because panting is one of the ways that they really, really cool themselves, and that nose is important for being able to do that. And so being outside is a big challenge for them, especially in the summertime. So they cannot adequately cool themselves because they don't have the correct structures to do that.
Sure.
And so on top of that, they also have issues with a whole collection of problems with their breathing apparatus in general. So their nostrils are typically non-existent. Their trachea itself, which is the windpipe, is usually too small. They usually have soft palates that are far too long, and they hang over their airway. And then they can also have, because of all that negative pressure that they're constantly working against, it causes a lot of swelling and edema in the back of the throat. Goodness. And so you add heat to that mixture, and we have a disaster waiting to happen. So especially whenever it's hot outside, and even not that hot, but just warmer, you have to be extremely cautious about how long these guys are left outside. And those aren't the only issues that these guys can have. The problem is when they're constantly working against all this negative pressure, they will often have things like issues with their stomachs not necessarily always staying in the right spot, with things like regurgitation, with digestive issues, because, again, they're always working against that negative pressure. So there's a whole collection of issues that can be seen with these guys when they can't breathe adequately. So unfortunately, this is something that you have to be very, very cognizant of with these types of breeds.
And I think the right home would be able to be equipped to handle something like that. Maybe you guys like to be home bodies. You don't want to go outside as much, but maybe there's a happy medium where Tater Tot can run around outside, but then also have that nice big home to really cool off, relax, get some good AC.
Timing is everything.
Yeah. Are there other ways that can help mitigate this ongoing stress for them? So
in these guys, there are certain factors that we can control here. So things like the nostrils, the soft palate, the tonsils, the laryngeal saccules that can also become edematous. These are things that can be surgically corrected, and that can help tremendously.
Okay.
Things like the trachea or the windpipe, that cannot obviously be enlarged. So we're limited by what we can control there, but even by removing all of those factors, you can help tremendously and give them a much better quality of life.
That's good. I had no idea. That's incredible. And is that something your service offers?
Yes.
Great. Okay. Tell me a little bit more about Tater Tot. If somebody's just now tuning in and they're seeing this cute little pup, 4 years old, and do we know his story at all?
Well, all that I know is that he was pulled from a shelter. He was kind of really sad and just sort of stuck in his shell and really, reserved and scared. And the foster that he's with right now has had him for about 2 weeks. He's really come out of his shell. He's very playful. He's very energetic. So much so that he really has no stop button and just runs into things. But he's He's very sweet and he's very fun. And I think he would be a wonderful addition to someone's home.
I love that. You know, 2 Cares for Pets has a great success rate with people watching and adopting these animals. So if you feel so called to adopt Tater Tot, please, please, please give him the home that he deserves. He's a sweet angel, and you know what? He's got a lot more life to live. So if you feel like that's your guy, let us know on our website. We've got all the information for adoptions posted there. And he's going to go to a great home.
I hope so.
I hope so, too. Dr. Zink, thank you so much for your time. As always, I feel like I always learned so much from you, and especially having a dog that has a little snout like Tater Tot, I feel more empowered. So thank you. Thank you. All right, y'all. We'll see you next time on 2 Cares for Pets.